You know what? I want to say it loud. I really do, but the door is open, so I have to pay attention to who's outside. Why? Not to interfere with their freedom. How loud can I scream? How close are we together? We should make some laws. Let's laws. LAW backwards. A law becomes a wall because you're stopping me and letting them. I just saw this in a few movies, and I'm really not telling you the 100% exact story, but I did. I understood it. I got the vibration. I knew the winner. I knew the horse who had the horsepower, who had the differential to trot, to pace, to gallop. Let's all get stoned. It's the beginning of the month. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's get stoned. Drugs. Well, that's not the one I like. Well, I don't want it. How come all the pharmaceutical medication, nobody wants it unless they really get stoned? Otherwise, what? It's not really working. Stoning actually means taking away the pain, numbing it out. Numb is the word. Is it not? Mum's the word, numb's the word. Isn't that the way we want to feel? At the beginning of the month, the drug addict says, I need to take an extra shot. Because it's the beginning of the month. Usually at the beginning of the month, I take an extra shot. I have to go through the whole month, before I have enough funds to fund my way to the end of the month. Never mind find my way to the end of the month. The gambler says, I'm going to just this weekend in 3 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours. Whoa, I got to go to sleep, but I forgot because I was just having too much fun with the drugs. Oh my God. But one of the greatest drugs at all is this one over here. This one is a weird drug because you have to stone while you're sleeping. That's right, melatonin, right? The lemon drug, right? Lima lemon 9. The 10-9 because it's an O N instead of an EN because O says 1 and 5. Otherwise it says in between both sides. Trapped between both sides. But when it's a 3, you have the top left and the bottom right. You are not trapped. You are the horseshoe holding both ends. If I hold both ends here and you hold both ends there and we put them together, we got both sides. Then you loop the center and connect it together, and I certainly have a picture on that. Pop goes the weasel out of like nowhere. That card just showed up, right? The center of two sides, just hang it this way. Here's your 1 towards 9, but here's your 3 to 7, right? The warp of the angle, you turn the angle, although I can't explain exactly how it works, because do not forget, let me show you this. 1 and 9. 3 and 7 are square on this phone, right? But they can also be talking about the secondary 3, which is located right over here. Let me just 3 7 3 7. Hold on, you gotta look at this. You gotta look at this because here's 3 7 and here's 3 7 and here's 3 7 and here's 3 7. Okay, they're all 3 7s. Okay, this one over here, okay, will create 10, and this one over here will create 10. Now look where this marking showed up. It's no longer down here. We now have an ace formation because of this. Should I actually draw it better than this? This would be one way to draw it, and this would be the second way to draw it, right? In order to make this bigger, I'm not going to go all the way around. I'm going to keep the same corner, and maybe I'll just keep the same corner again, right? But now I have 1 2 3 4 by 1 2 3 4 by all keeping the same corner. So therefore, we're all going to keep our same corners, and we are going to go exactly around. There we go. This is all we had to do because this gets mirrored into here, in which gets flipped up this way, and this gets flipped down this way, and boom, hurrah, we mirror and flip, and now we have all 4 sides, here and here and here, okay? This over here is 5. This becomes 3 5 7. Okay, but the reality is, okay, where we get 1 and 9, 1, okay, 3 comes over here, 7 and 9 over here. This formation over here, okay, and this formation over here is all owned by the center. So we may as well just get them on the cross, and now we're going to have to start making alternate designs. Why is this? Because I'm showing you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where's the other 3 and 7? Well, what about how do we get from 1 to 5 to 9? The frog jumps to 3, then he jumps to 5, then he jumps to 7, then he jumps to 9. But he forgot about 3 because he jumped over 3 onto 5, and then he jumped over 7 onto 9. Otherwise, he's walking, and he's walking between the pool. Do you see the design over here? This is your stop sign right over here. See the pipe, the 4-valve pipe? You see the blocked walls, the way it runs square? Anyways, let's get on to that drug thing. We all want the drug. So the second week of the month comes by, and it reaches like the 8th, and you get a few extra bucks and say, hey, I got a few extra bucks to do some drugs. And they go out and they get all kinds of drugs. They smoke, they shoot, they get mushrooms, they get high. But no one ever, they're always forgetting these and reminding these. If these drugs were so good, otherwise than the Advil, the aspirin, okay, certain drugs of certain names, because I'm a numerological master of creation, of course, for my own divine. But I share it thinking how your understanding and relationship with my creation through the dictionary and words and numbers that you already know because they're present right here, and calculators are made all over the world, and seemingly most of them in North America that I go to school with look like that. I covered all my corners, not to be wrong at all, but if there was an error of some constitutional rights that I did not divine between all of us and share with you, then it was my mistake, or I didn't know it all because I'm so dumb towards the area I miss, but that's okay because I'm ready to listen. That's where I'm so smart, because every time I don't know, you just tell me and I do know, because otherwise you don't know either. Or I'm telling you that I don't know at all. Now, back to the drugs. So it comes to the third week, and oh my God, it's almost next week. I may as well borrow some money to get these drugs. And again, not these drugs. The word drug, under the rug, the grub drug. What is a D letter? Let's look at the D letter. Now let's look at the D letter. You see this D letter over here? That's a D letter, right? No way. That's the B letter. Okay, you have to run the best formation. Okay, you have to run the best formations. You see this? When you draw a straight line, there you go. The first one is D, the second one is B. But an obligation running straight, running 135, 45, 45 northwest, or 135 north southeast. Southeast, 135. Southeast, northwest, 45. N14, W23, 37 goes west. Onto 45, hitting the 82 cycle of the moon, 28 days. Southeast goes 19 and 05, equals to 24 and 60, equals to 84. 7 times 12, okay, part days in the week, equals to 84, the number of Pluto, the half-life of Mars equaling to number 4, because it's the fourth planet, and Neptune equal to 8. Together they make 84, or 1/2, equaling to Mercury, the first planet, and the second planet, Venus. When running in magic square, they run Mars as 4 in the first position, and 9, which is Pluto again, instead of saying Pluto inside 84, which is plus 6 and minus 6, which is 96 to 90 down to 84, because 0, okay, at 90 is plus and minus 6 equals 84, and all the way up to 96. Now you cannot go a distance of a total of 13, because this plus 12 plus the number itself is 13. You have to go in between from 85 over to 95. And when you go that, it's 95 and it becomes 10. Okay, since we have to lock numbers on the side of 6, it becomes 5, 6, because 5 is with 5, 6, 7, and 8. Why? Because when I go to the store and you charge me 58, 59, 60, 61, or 62, you will ask me for 60 cents. That is the relationship with all these numbers that can join to understand certain northwest, southeast. Now that you have 19 and 5, 24 equaling to 84, 84 plus 135 equals to 219. Okay, this equals to 20 and 18 equals to 38. 666, 10, 10 worlds. One world gets 3, the other world gets 2, the other world gets 4. Remember the phone number, 1 area code, okay? Then a 2-part for the area code, then a 3-part, then the 3 numbers, and then the 4 numbers. It's all in relation to how we communicate. Now, I'm talking very fast, and I won't make this tape any quicker. Here is 9 to the basic number of 24, equaling to southeast at 33, 19 and 5, and 9 equals to 33. Northwest equals to 37, equals to a total of 82. The total minus equals to 49. 7 times 7, 49 to gateway. The total plus equals to 8 and 3, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 3 is 5. Earth, 1/4 of time. 82 and 30. 82 and 33 is 115, if I get corrected. 115, the total. Or the key, because the 11th letter and the 5th letter, okay, and the 25th letter, making this 2 and 5, is the key in numbers to understanding the gateway to creation on the direction of the opening, okay, of the bow tie that fits into the Magen David star. Now, when we go northwest over southeast, we end up with 24 and 37 equals 62, or 12 reversed, 12 and 62 equaling to 50. What did I just do? 37 for this number up here. N and W, 23 and 14 equals to 37, 24, 23, 33, 37. 1 and 4 is 5, and W, 2 and 3 is 5. They equal to 55. Now down here it's 19, 0, 5, it becomes 65, and 19 equals to 84. Now the S is an ES letter, so that would be a -5 if we want to go in that category, but we're not. Now into the 135 and 45 equals to 90 as the top difference, or 180 degrees, going all the way down over here, okay, 135, and going over 45, making 180 degrees. Now we have to understand how we get this division. Anyways, this is the bow tie that we end up seeing here and over here in between. And to understand that 37 is over here, that means 46 is over here. 5, 6, 7. 5, 7, 9. 46. Total is 83, the runner of C and H, the runner of the church, which is the key to earth, because all the numbers run down the same, and that's what these letters say. Otherwise, I wouldn't tell you the story. So now that we have 34 and 76 together, we have 37 and 46 together. 46 is east west. The diameter of the moon mark right now is 3,476. 776 or 1776, because there's one passage in the middle of the moon of the diameter of 3476. Raphael and numbers count because they say words, and words are all because that's the way you see it. Unless you see it with your own eye, you can't see anything if you don't have the words, but I give it to you from a numerological count of basic numerology in the world and time and space that was brought to, because only at the end will we know which way to go, and it takes more than one language to do this whole thing. Thank you for watching. Each his own. Thank you. The theory of relativity. And Einstein said everything counts. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus, in the house of paint that was done numerologically, methodically, to understanding for what you see with your own eye is your passion and your freedom of thought, in which is the truth within the life, as long as you do not block the roads of the ones with the biggest drug of all, control. Thank you for watching.